Today we're going to do a makeover. We're going to show you how to look like a truther. And truthers are kind of tough, you know, because they're like hardcore activists. So what better way to make you look tough than to dye your hair black? So today we're gonna dye sweet little Karen here. We're gonna dye her hair black. Okay, Karen has black hair now. Doesn't she look hot? She's a hot truther. Here's Karen. Karen has black hair. She looks really badass now. And now she's ready for her truther makeover. Okay, a truther makeover is kind of different than a regular makeover. What is a truther? Well, most truthers, first of all, are potheads. So first thing we have to do is make Karen look like she smokes a lot of dope. So we're gonna do Karen's eyes to make her look like more of a pothead. For this stage of Karen's makeover, I'll be using MAC eyeshadow in Magnetic Fields. It's brown, basically. Okay, this also has some red lip liner that my son stuck into the container, so it will really give that like red-rimmed, slight dark circles eye effect. The bags under the eyes are a result of heavy marijuana use and also spending a lot of time on the internet, which will really burn your eyes out. So to give her the baggy-eyed truther look, I'll be using Christian Dior bronzer, which usually people use to make themselves look healthy, but in this case I will be using it to make her look unhealthy. Okay, you want to just rim just outside the eyeliner. And then you can also accentuate the circles which are occurring naturally from the marijuana that Karen actually does use. To get a natural baggy eye look, purple tones are essential. So I'll be using L'Oreal Hip here. It's called Reckless. You want to take just a little bit of the darker color and you want to just apply it here. Okay, and it's going to be very important to blend this very well. Blend and blend until there are no more edges. The goal of wearing makeup is always to look like you're not wearing makeup. So rather than face powder or bronzer, I'm going to be using baby powder. It's just plain white, and it's going to give her that pale look that you get from spending too much time on your computer instead of out in the sunshine. Okay, Karen now looks like she's been doing a lot of drugs and spending a lot of time on the internet. If you use mascara, I would recommend Maybelline. It's called Define a Lash. And what you're going to do, you're going to put it on and then you're going to blink really hard while it's still wet. And that's going to give you the look like you've been crying your eyes out because you've been watching some fucked up videos about 2012. So what you're going to do is you can just wet your Kleenex a bit and just blot it a little. You're basically going for like a stoner slash geek look. Also like a person who's completely burnt out on adrenaline from watching stuff on the internet that freaks them out all the time. Burnt out on adrenaline from living in constant fear. For the lips, you want to go for a look like all the blood has been drained from your face. Dior Skin Sculpt. It's meant to be under your eyes, but in this case we're going to use it on Karen's lips. So we're just going to apply a little bit of concealer to the lips. Blend and blend. You don't want to look like you made yourself up to look like shit, so you want to look like you look that way naturally. Dab it off with some Kleenex, make sure there's no big traces left. See, that looks a little better. How do you feel?
I feel like shit.
I'm gonna die, you're gonna die, your aunts and uncles too, and your little cousin Sue. But hold your head up high and look to the sky, and remember the good Lord loves you as you're dying of the flu. I'm gonna die, and you're gonna die, your aunts and uncles too, and your little cousin Sue. But hold your head up high and look to the sky and remember the good Lord loves you as you're dying.